The Fresh Toones music show is underwritten by the Animation Workshop at Animated Studio, providing animation instruction since 1993. Please visit their website at animatedstudio.com. Lift up your light and shine through the night. The garden's your friend, she'll be there to the end. Welcome to the Fresh Toones Show. That garden that I was singing about in the intro, that was the garden I discovered when I started to write some poetry again after leaving it behind for 50 years. Never felt that it was something that I was any good at, but in my late 60s, I rediscovered it, and I had a freedom now and enough life experience to start to let my brain float in some areas and say things differently than I have through most of my songs for the last 50 years. They're called songs of poems, and I just recently finished a book of a couple hundred pages of poems that I've written over the last 3 years. The theme of today's show is called Writing Your Song from a Poem, and this show is the third in a series. Sometimes in the poems I would get kind of obscure and maybe what they meant. I kind of think of the poems as being like koans that are kind of poking our brain to think of things differently. And what I've been doing is sharing the poem and then sharing the song that came out of the poem. And often the song is a little more clear than the poem, but I think that poem is important to jog us a little bit from our normal way of thinking. This first poem is called Liquid Sunshine. Morning dew, evening rain. First comes the showers, then the surge. Liquid sunshine feeds a flow. The torrent mind swirls high and low. With sprinkles slippery, ice arrived, her frozen words so long disguised. In youth I thought that I knew best, but time is thawed, revealed the rest. Well, that's the poem called Liquid Sunshine. Now I'll share with you the song that came out of that poem, and maybe it'll make a little bit more sense than the poem. Liquid Sunshine, the song. Morning dew, evening rain. First comes the showers and then the surge. The liquid sunshine feeds the flow. The torrent mind swirls high and low. With sprinkles slippery, ice arrived, her frozen words so long disguised. In youth I thought that I knew best, but time is thought revealed the rest. I'm where I'm at, you're where you're at. The seasons change, that's just a fact. We'll give our song from where we're at. What's most at note is loving all of it. The notes may fade, our words might melt, but our love was given with every ounce we felt. Smile with the sun until it's done. Feel the bliss and float is one, yeah, the float is one down the stream. Enjoy the river till you join the sea. Well, the vast majority of my songful poems are not politically focused, but it's part of my existence and part of what I observe. So I haven't hesitated when I needed to write a poem that reflected what was going on in my world and the world around me. In 2021, we were in the depths of COVID, and folks were saying some pretty crazy things, and some people were giving some pretty bad advice to people. And at one point, there was hundreds of emergency calls coming from people that had ingested Clorox. So you can imagine what a crazy time we were living in. This poem is called Ill Lizard. Ill lizard in the midst of flames, who screeches out, I have no blame. A melody on the land, an affliction that tears, breaks down and scares, and gives our fears the reins. His ailing words from a shadowed past praise things best not repeated. The monster's venom may be rejected on our way towards convalescence. His broken words try to disarm us, but love's shown us the essence. Our recovery is not far off now. Bold dreams have come to bless us. I'm going to share with you now the song that was inspired by that poem. And often in the songs, I'm able to express a little bit more, maybe some anger, maybe some insight that might not be so recognizable in the poem. This is the song called Ill Lizard. Ill lizard in the midst of flames screeched out, I have no blame. As his people cried and died, he just smiled and tweeted some lies. He said, trust me, I know what's best. Don't listen to all the rest. I know everything. Believe me, just believe. And he went on and on and on, went on and on and on, went on and on and on, and he never would stop. His ailing words from a shadowy past praise things that need to stay in the past. The monster's venom must be rejected. His broken words cannot disarm us. He said, trust me, I know what's best. Don't listen to all the rest. I know everything. Believe me, just believe. And he went on and on and on. He went on and on and on. He went on and on and on. And he never would stop. On our way to convalescence, our love has shown us the essence. Our recovery is not far off. Bold dreams have come to bless us, and the angels came, and the choir sang, and our smiles rose up as we shared our love. Well, poetry can certainly open new avenues for us to get more in tune with the person we want to be, or just in general get in better touch with our life song. Yeah, the things that we want to sing about, the things that we want to convey and share with other folks. This next poem is called The Ocean. The ocean is big, it can be ferocious, but with billows of clouds and sunlight behind them, her beauty arises, her deep blue invites us. Another waves in the offing, full moon gives new tidings. As she fluxes to embrace us, her current overwhelms us. The brine she dissolves us, in her love she absorbs us. Well, somehow this poem called The Ocean turned into a song about how we've got to keep on singing, and that's what the name of this next song is. We're going to keep on singing. The ocean is mighty big, her waves roll in, can you hear her singing? Repeats herself every day, remind us on our way to keep on singing. Keep on singing. Sing it every day. Now give your love away. Open up your heart and jump right in the waves. The ocean is mighty big, she's there for you, jump right in. Her waves will wash you clean, you'll swim in nature's dream, and we'll keep on singing. Gonna keep on singing. We're gonna keep on singing. We're gonna keep on singing. We're gonna keep on singing. You're listening to The Fresh Toones Show, and the theme of today's show is writing your song from a poem for all those songwriters out there, or poets that are inspiring songwriters. I've been sharing some of my poems and then the songs that were inspired by them. I don't know if it was from my childhood or whatever. A number of my songful poems have references to my church experience as a kid. And this next poem is called A Hymn to Me. And I write about how the melodies that I hear in my head are just like beautiful hymns. This one's called A Hymn to Me. The melody's a hymn to me, my instrument bids muse. The sound of music gives me hope, and trust I give to you. The orchestra inside my head brings choral convalescence. The notes give thrill, build up my will, and sing of restitution. The rhythm of the tune flows through my every member, the harmony a roof that gives, a shelter to reside in. There is a music heaven where the lusty spirits hum, of life and joy and music, a place where songs become. Well, this morning while I was pedaling on my stationary bike and starting a new lecture series of the great courses and the one I started today was called Consciousness and the Implications. The first lecture was kind of over my head. One of the points that I've got a grasp of is how consciousness is unique to every individual. So as I'm sharing these poems and these songs, I need to be aware that where my mind is going to be different from yours. And probably that's a great thing, because evolution wants all these different variations to be interacting to hopefully keep things in order and resolve things. Well, with humans, that's not always true. But this thought of our consciousness being so unique to ourselves is probably going to come out in a poem soon. A Hymn to Me. The melody's a hymn to me, my instrument bids muse. The sound of music that gives me hope, and in trust I give to you. The orchestra inside my head brings choral convalescence. The notes that thrill build up my will and sing of restitution. And she sings to me, lets me be, hands me the reins, and then we ride across the range. The rhythm of the tune flows through my every member. The harmony, a roof that gives a shelter to reside in. There is a music heaven where the lusty spirits hum of life and joy and music, in a place where songs become. And she lifts me up to better see, to raise my voice, to advance what we could be. She sings to me and lets me be, hands me the wheel as we sail away. Well, writing poetry has really opened some doors for me, shook up my brain, tried to break the patterns that I had gotten into for writing songs. So much of our creativity is discovered when things do get shaken up. Some folks have explored with drugs to try to shake themselves out of the norm. I've tended to take a very slow pattern over the last 50 years of poking at things poking at me, looking at them, trying to grow gradually and figure things out. This next poem is called The Simple Me. Oh, to be immortalized on the cherished hill of fame, to have so many praise and poke they press with pens in hand. With pride and cramped wrist, one comes to wince and wonders silently how it's come to this. Your grand renown shines brightly proud while you dwell in your stellar shroud. Who can dispute you're number 1 or 2? Who knows what's hidden? Only you. You've come to see what's really worth. The simple you belies your truth. Well, here's a bouncy song that was written out of that melodramatic poem called The Simple Me. Here's the song by the same name. Oh, to be immortalized on a cherished hill of fame, to have so many praise, to have their pens upraised. Cramped wrist makes you wince. Wonder how it's come to this. Your fame shines brightly now, but you dwell in a stellar shroud. No one can dispute you're number one or two. Who knows but you what you're living through? But you come to see what's really of worth is the simple me. So I'll live with no disguise. I'll look you right in the eyes, reveal whate'er I can, and I'll share just who I am. I'll come to see what's really of worth is the simple me. When the sunset sits, hope I gave what I could give. What gave me most reward was being just who I was. 'Cause I came to see what's really of worth is the simple me. Of worth was the simple me. Well, I think I might have time for one more poem and the song that evolved out of that poem. I should share with you that all of these songs today have music videos up on YouTube under Dave's Fresh Toones. And that's Dave's Fresh Toones, and Toones has 2 O's, not a U. If you want to check out some of the music videos that went with these songs, you can go there and check them out. This last poem and song is called A Cornfield of Verses, and I was kind of wandering through the cornfields, picking out these words and these different verses that I put in this poem. A Cornfield of Verses. The cornfields of verse, sprouting rows of rhyme, with each stanza from above, the sun sends her love. The stalk standing proud, sway entranced with her bounty. The rain will soon come, with kindness fall softly. The patter invites words, never before heard. The rhyme asks why, as you're hypnotized. No epic have we here, the lyrics are simple. To flow with the glow is the sun's surest counsel. Well, to wrap up today's Fresh Toones show and the theme of writing your song from a poem, I'm going to wrap it up with the song that was inspired by that poem called A Cornfield of Verses. There's a cornfield sprouting rows of rhyme. With each stanza the sun sends her love. The stalks sway entranced with her warmth, with the rain that feeds the fruit. The pitter-patter invites new words. The rhythm asks, have you heard the breeze singing the song? Felt the raindrops falling all around. They hypnotize, they sail you away. Free your roots so you can sing today. No epic here, lyrics are simply clear to flow with the glow. Let your love light show. Let that light be your guide. Smile with the sun and give it to anyone. Hold it high and light the night. Give your best until you rest. No epic here. The lyrics are simply clear to flow with the glow. Let your love light show. Have you heard the breeze singing the song? Felt the raindrops falling all around. They hypnotize, they sail you away. Free your roots so you can sing today. Flow with the glow and let your love light show. Let that light be your guide. Smile with the sun and give it to anyone. Hold it high and light the night. Give your best until you rest. So that's it for today's Fresh Tune Show. I hope I inspired some folks out there to write some poems or write some songs or just do whatever you find creative. Have fun doing it. Have a great week. So long now. Lift up your light and shine through the night. The garden's your friend. She'll be there to the end.